So I think I've found it, the worst take on the characters in Animal Crossing. You know that whole meme that Tom Nook is this evil, capitalistic slumlord? I think I've found an even dumber take than Tom Nook is evil because he makes you pay your debt. And that's this article here on thecut.com by Madeline Agler. And her Twitter is linked here, but, you know, obviously I gotta be a nice internet person and tell you not to harass someone just for having a dumb video game opinion, because seriously, that's stupid. This loathsome owl is the only bad part of Animal Crossing. Yeah, the only bad part of Animal Crossing. I mean, if we're talking about the new one, it's not your tools constantly breaking. It's not having to individually craft fish bait over and over and over again. Why can't I just craft multiple fish baits in a row? Oh my god, Minecraft had this figured out like 10 years ago. For the past 5 days, I've spent much of my free time wandering around in my beautiful remote island in Nintendo's Animal Crossing, New Horizons. So, blah blah blah, just explaining what happens in Animal Crossing, you know, tulips, working to pay off the crushing debt I owe to a raccoon named Tom Nook, which, I mean, first of all, he's a tanuki, and also, I don't know if it's really crushing if there's no interest or deadline. Also, I visit with my island boyfriend, a buff, simple-minded bird named Pierce. Please, do not crush after Animal Crossing characters. I just got a text. Please, do not crush after the virtual cartoon animals. I've been on the internet. I've seen what people have done to Isabelle. It's not okay. And yet, several times a day, red-hot flames of frustration burn through my carefully cultivated sense of serenity as I am forced, once again, to deal with my virtual nemesis, Blathers, the museum owl. Blathers is an academic who was brought to the island by Tom Nook to help build a nice museum where residents can go to admire the natural wonders of the world around them. When players find a dinosaur fossil or a new species of fish or bug, they donate it to the museum to be displayed. Sounds nice, right? Alas. Now here's where the bad take starts. Now I don't like to, you know, insult people for having different opinions. Trust me, it is difficult, you know, being a Sonic fan, being a Star Wars fan, having to deal with stupid people I disagree with all the time, and also stupid people I agree with, and seeing fandom wars left and right, but I do try to, let people have their own opinions, unless they're gonna, like, walk up to me and tell me how Rise of Skywalker was the best Star Wars movie, in which case, get out of my face. Anyways, to continue, to me, Blathers is a self-important loon who dresses like the president of a mid-tier college's Young Republicans club. Alright, this article is garbage, but I might steal that insult. That would be a good insult were it not for the fact that Blathers' only clothing is a bow tie, and other than that, he is literally nude. So, listen, I don't know what Young Republicans clubs you've been going to, but I might have to drop by. The institution he oversees is a British museum-esque collection of fossils, bugs, and fish plundered from islands near and far. He sleeps all day, nominally because he's an owl, and therefore nocturnal, but also, I suspect, as a way to lord his special status over me and the other lowly residents of the island, who spend their days chopping wood and harvesting minerals to build bridges and homes. I mean, the other islanders, they don't contribute anything. You're the one that has to build the infrastructure and pay for it. They do nothing! They run around and chase bugs, they ask you to fish for them, they just tell you how their day is going. They don't, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm not like here insulting digital animals for being too lazy, and Lord knows I'm in no position to insult people for being lazy. It's not as if there's these crippling responsibilities that the other residents have that keep them from just being able to sleep all day if they want to. And besides, he is awake if you go at night. He's sitting there reading. Should you disrupt Blathers' slumber? I think that's technically grammatically correct, but it's just, I don't know, Blathers' slumber to donate a new specimen to his collection. He does not compensate anyone for their discoveries. He'll make a big production of waking up, jolting his head up in surprise and yelling, "Whoo! directly in your face. God, it's so annoying. I mean, maybe it'd be annoying if, like, he was actually saying it, but because it's Animal Crossing and he just goes, it's really not annoying. It's kind of funny, to be honest. Still, Blathers' laziness would be excusable. I mean, again, he does more on this island than anyone else. He maintains the museum, which is more than I can say for any. I mean, aside from, like, the business owners, he's among the least lazy people on the island. Still, it would be inexcusable, or at least inoffensive, were it not paired with his open disdain for so much of the island's fauna. Blathers hates bugs. He hates them so much, and he wants you to know it. Donate a new bug to him, and he loses his freaking mind. Here's how he reacted the other day when I donated a mantis. Eek, a mantis! What a wretched thing! And those eerie eyes, oh my, did you know it has 5 of them? 2 big ones and 3 small? I don't know, I guess he actually, I think technically he would be, like, British with the way that they, kind of have him say, "Eh, what?" He concluded his screed by saying that though bugs are, quote, the bane of his existence, he'll make sure the, quote, wretched thing gets the best of care here. Come on, get it together, man. Listen, okay? Listen, first of all, that's funny. Blathers' aversion to insects, even, like, little ladybugs, is funny. Also, I don't know why you would complain about this. Like, he owns a museum where he displays bugs and he cares for them and maintains their cages and everything. Cages? But do you put bugs in a cage? Even though he's afraid of them, if anything, that should be commended. His dedication to education and scientific discovery is good enough for him to brave his fears. To basically, I mean, he doesn't have a house on the island, so I assume he lives in the museum. He basically lives with all of these creatures that he is absolutely afraid of and disgusted by. But he still maintains them and gives them good care. That's commendable, alright? If you have a phobia of an animal, I would like to see you run a museum with a whole wing dedicated to them. You're not going to get very far. Blathers is a hero. Alright? Don't insult Blathers. Later, I went to donate some fossils to Blathers, which he accepted with significantly more enthusiasm. He lectured me about some dinosaur or the other, and I wondered why I didn't just go sell the fossils at the shop next door and use the money I earned to pay off some of my debt. Well, because science. And because you need to collect them all. What am I getting from visiting Blathers multiple times a day? Pride and accomplishment, of course. The truth is, I believe in the museum. I like having a place to come see all the critters I've collected, and I like imagining the other island residents enjoying them as well. Even though I know my boyfriend, Pierce, again... Can we stop with the husbando crap, alright? Listen, okay, last night I was on Discord and I joked about how Tom Nook and Isabel were a thing, and Isabel is gonna be Timmy and Tommy's new mommy, but, like, I don't take that seriously. I don't actually think about the sex lives of these animals, alright? Anyways, I know Pierce would much rather work on his squats than sit in contemplative silence in front of a fish tank. I think I've got, like, 3, exercise-loving, villagers in my island, and it's like, I don't want another one with the same personality, but I have to get people into my island, and it would just feel wrong to not let people in, just because I don't like their interests, and besides, one of those gym-loving islanders is Hamlet, and he's my favorite one that I have, so shut up, Hammy. But perhaps I was being unfair to Blathers. Yes, I'd say more than perhaps. Maybe I just don't know enough about what it takes to run a museum. To get an expert's perspective, I talked to my roommate who has a master's in museum studies, and who has also been playing New Horizons for several days now. Just imagine, like, calling up a museum owner and just being like, hey, you know that owl in Animal Crossing? Yeah, on a scale of, 1 to 10, how good are they at running a museum? Like, you know, are we talking, like, like Ben Stiller levels, or why did I make that reference? Why did I reference Night at the Museum? That's so stupid. God, I should be canceled for that. Blathers is very old school and colonial, she said. For one, his collecting practices involve looting specimens from remote islands. Well, yeah, but to be fair, they're generally uninhabited, so, I mean, who's gonna complain? Who's gonna sue us, huh? Huh? Yeah, I thought so. Then there are his display methods. From what I've seen, they are severely lacking in engaging interpretation. There are basic ID labels, but nothing that truly inspires visitors and gives them the chance to learn more. I mean, he lets you do that when you talk. He literally asks if you want to hear more about it if you talk to him, so I think if you could just ask him, it's not like he goes anywhere else. I mean, except when you do, like, a celebration because you built a bridge that, you know, you paid for, no one else on this island. I would assume y'all have bells somewhere, but no, I gotta pay for everything. Apparently, I'm the only one that makes this town economy run. Though I will admit it's a beautifully designed space, if a bit inaccessible. I felt delighted, bolstered in my rage. Again, This is so much rage. Like, Animal Crossing fans are the worst people. Doom fans, generally, there's your Terrys and your Sergeant Mark IVs, but I mean, Doom fans are like, oh yeah, let's brutally murder these demons. Hey buddy, you wanna play co-op? Here, let me tell you where you can find some secrets in this level, you know, like they're really nice, and then, like, Animal Crossing fans are, like, playing their fun life sim, and it's just like, I hate this person who does nothing wrong except annoy me in very slight ways. You know, like, people will play Postal and brutally murder, like, random innocent people they come across. Literally, the point of the first Postal, as well as Redux, is the wanton slaughter of innocent people by an insane man. And, I mean, the later games, you can play pacifist, but it's very difficult. And you're pretty much encouraged to just murder everyone, unless you're achievement hunting. And yet those players are, like, nicer people than Animal Crossing fans who are, like, you know, like, I remember I had, like, a tweet, and it was, like, Postal players who brutally murder and torture people, the nicest people. Animal Crossing fans who force villagers off their island for being too ugly. Genuinely terrible people, just the worst. And it's true. Sometimes, I'll imagine Blathers wandering through the halls of the museum at night, a glass of whiskey in his wing, green bow tie askew, glaring in at the trapped insects and whispering spiteful things to them. I mean, he's not, like, angry at you for bringing them in. He says he's going to care for them well. It's not like if you go into the insect wing at the wrong time, you'll just see crushed mantises and torn apart wasps. Like, he doesn't go Postal on them. I am disgusted by him! Absolutely disgusted! But more disgusted by myself, because I know that regardless of his behavior, I will be back the next day with more captured animals for him to criticize. Anyway, I love my fun escapist video game. Come visit my island anytime. Well, you didn't give a friend code, but I don't want to visit your island anyway, because I think your opinions are dumb, and I don't agree with you. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do more videos like this. I don't really go hunting for dumb articles on the internet. I tend to stay away from the news and such. My mental health is at such a low bar that I get unreasonably angry at minor things in my life, so I kind of have to avoid the news, because if I continually see huge things that I can't control that are worth getting angry about, that's just gonna mess me up even more. But yeah, if you like this video, please like the video. Go to Console Warriors, where my friends and I do Let's Plays, as well as Genuinely Geeky Guys. That's my roommate's channel. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.